not forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the latest news. Hi everyone. So today we are looking out at the general instructions of the assignments. Now first year assignments or the second year assignments, the instructions are the same. Now you can see in front of you, these are the assignments for 2019-20. For example, I have downloaded any file. Now this is where all the information starts. So your submission dates will be mentioned here, and your session, that means if you belong to July 2019 session, so that is the date of submission. If you belong to 2020 session, then this is what the last date of submission is. Now the rest of the instructions. Following are the instructions to provide the information about the enrollment number, etc. So you can see here a box and all the details are needed to be filled, and you can cut out this or take a printout maybe and paste it on your file. So as a label that you used to put it on your school books during your school, it's the same kind of structure, because at the first glance they need to know what the details are inside the file. Now the second one is read the assignments carefully and follow the instructions. So third one, we expect you to answer each question. So the guidelines are given: planning, organization, and then it's the presentation. So planning meaning, they have mentioned first the assignment needs to be read, then go through the units on which they are based. That means paper 1, paper 2. If you are talking about paper 1, then the paper 1 also is divided into blocks and units further. So block 1, block 2, block 3, and unit 1, unit 2, that way. So just read the assignment and find out where is what. That's your planning. Then organization. It's in an order that any answer has a first at least a few lines of introduction, that what is the question about and where does it originate from. So if we are talking about this question that define creativity, you can write down about creativity, where, who researched on this creativity, in which year it had actually come into front, that okay, there is a concept called as creativity. So you can write few details before you start with the actual answer, and then they have it as the after the introduction as the conclusion. I mean, there is a body of the answer between the introduction and the conclusion, and the last is your conclusion. So conclusion is like, okay, this is what we learned from this paragraph, that mm, the creativity was this important, and anything. I mean, it's the conclusion. So the conclusion should look like the conclusion what you have understood from the paraphrase. Now make sure the answer is logical and coherent. Okay, so the answer needs to be relevant to what the question is asked and has clear connections between the sentences and paragraphs. So if you have these sentences, so one by one these sentences follow each other, and if you change the paragraph, so make sure that you are inclined with what the topic is going on inside that paragraph. If the same topic is going on, then do not change the paragraph. You can remain in the same para, and then when the topic changed, you can change the paragraph. Now, is written correctly, given adequate consideration to your expression, style, and presentation. Okay, so your presentation also really matters here. Your handwriting, your um, ruling, like you have organized the content in a very well boxed manner, so give some rule lines. I have posted another video for how to write your assignments and how to file your assignments. It's a separate video. So third, we go to the presentation. That's what I was talking about. The presentation matters. And many people have asked that which sheet that we write on. That's the A4 size ruled paper. It's not a blank sheet, it's a ruled paper. Now, for your response, and tie all the papers carefully. So either you tie them or you file them. I mean, if it's a physical file going to the study center, then it has to be filed. Now, in case of the online submissions, you need not file them. You can use some thread or something to tie them, okay, and so that they are organized. Now, the responses should be handwritten. We have already seen this, that they are handwritten. Do not copy from the other students. So this is what we need to be careful about. Write each assignment separately. Now, assignment paper 1 goes separately, assignment paper 2 goes separately, and so on. And for each course, use separate sheets. So, yeah, for each course, meaning either the paper or if they are talking about the year 1 and year 2, but it goes in separate sheets. If you have the paper 1, then it goes into separate, and paper 2 goes into separate. Do not change the ink or do not change the pattern of the paper. Some papers are in the pink lines, some are in black lines. So make sure that your sheets are in one format only. So you buy a bunch of sheets that are going to be sufficient from paper 1 to paper 5 straight. Now, after submitting the assignment at the study center, get the acknowledgement. So, in the previous video where I had shared the assignment format, how to write your assignments, that one, I have shared the acknowledgement sheet, that is the receipt document. That acknowledgement receipt needs to be signed by the study center when you receive it from them after submission. So your sign, their sign will be there on the acknowledgement. In case you have requested a study center, this is very important. If you have requested and it's not been updated still in your system, then you have to submit the assignments to the previous study center only. After they are reflected on your system, then you can go to the next study center, that is the responsible one, because after all, these assignments are going to be going to the regional center, so you have to be careful with it. If you find that there is any factual error in the evaluation, that means wrong marks are given, or maybe your some sheet is missing, or the sheet has not been assigned some marks, then you should quickly tell the coordinator of your study center, and the transmission of correct course score to the headquarters needs to be done, because after you inform the study center, they will correct it, they will recheck it and provide the marks on that sheet, moderator sheet that you have attached. Probably you will have to attach another sheet with the new scores. So this entire file gets submitted to the headquarters. If there is a study center change and along with this issue, then again you have to follow up with the one who is responsible for it. Now, last, please ensure that the following is attached. So your enrollment number, your address is proper, the title of the course, that is MAPC, and the assignment number, so MAPC, and the code of the assignment, that is paper 1 is like whatever code it has, that needs to be written carefully. Each assignment on each course has been written on the separate sheets and print properly. So each assignment, like that is the paper 1 bundle, should be carefully tied up, and the other papers the same way. So all the questions in the particular section should be answered before attempting the next question. So this is not like your question paper that okay, you know the answer for question 1 first and the question number 8 second. No, everything should go in the order in an assignment. Question number 1 from section 1. Then if you are starting with section A, for example, let's look at this. So section A, complete this, and then on the next sheet start section B. So, and then followed section C. So you cannot go haywire from here to here. No, it should be in a proper order. So that is it about the assignments instructions. If you have any questions, you do let me know in the comment section. But these are very easy to understand instructions. And there is another video posted, another reminder for the assignment filing. So all these acknowledgement sheets and all the sheets that needed to be attached in your assignments is separately being explained in that video. So please refer that video for your filing and writing of assignments. So all the best guys, and see you in my next video. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe.